Hey everybody, it's your girl Bunny. To all of my returning subscribers, hey, how you doing? And for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. Kick your feet up, subscribe to this family-friendly channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any posts. Also follow me on Instagram at the same profile name so you don't miss the sneak peeks of what's coming up next. In this video, it's Ready to Love Episode 1, DMV, Quality Over Quantity. I give a full episode recap with photos offset to the side, and then I give my review at the end. No need to dig around and keep all of the minute marks in the comments. It's all coming up next. Host Tommy Miles returns in Potomac, Maryland. It's time for the singles this go round to fight for quality over quantity. This will give the singles more one-on-one time to find that special spark. Therefore, they must start the process together. We'll start with 7 men and 7 women. Throughout this process, men and women will decide eliminations that will rotate each week, and then in the end, the final couples will decide who is ready to love. Singles slowly arrive to the mansion and Paul is ready for it all. He wants a woman who has no problem with sharing sexual energy that makes someone rush to get home. Of course, there has to be substance behind that. He wants a forever companion. Dakia is a sucker for love. She's ready to get back at it. As an old saying of our last season, she's vaxxed and waxed, ready to mingle. Paul and Dakia meet, but it's an awkward hello, perhaps. Tiffany loves touch and to be touched. It's opening up the door for immediate understanding, to get to know one another a little faster. She's a proud Southern girl who can cook as well. Wiley is excited. It feels like right before kickoff, and the tough part is all of the plays in between before the big win. Small talk emerges when everyone notices an alumni ring. He's a Virginia Tech grad where he played football. He says to production that when women find out he's a former athlete, there's automatically a stigmatism attract to this jock image, like he's a player and has a lot of women, but that's just not the case. He's tired of the games and wants to get married one day. Conversations continue about the hardships of dating. Women do outnumber men by staggering amounts, and Dakia notices that a lot of men out there want a sample platter. More singles slowly arrive and Fernando meets Precious. He makes a production note that he's very dedicated to being a gentleman. Chivalry in his life is alive and well. He also tells production that his ex had no respect for him at all. It was several times where he caught men in their house, and he found out she went to a swingers resort without him. Keena has no shame in being the diva in the relationship. She wants her man to lead, but makes it known that she's behind him, pulling all of the strings. She thinks that Fernando is sweet, but notices that his butt is bigger than hers, and she's not having it. He's from Panama and he can cook, so that makes him a little bit more interesting. More singles pack in, and Demetrius is admired by Dakia and Precious. Precious wants a man that has confidence and also humor. Demetrius says that he didn't get serious when he came to women due to being in the military for over 21 years. Now that he's retired, he wants to have fun and start dating more. Sabrina is ready for the journey as well, and even has a list of some requirements so she can stay focused on what she wants. Laverne doesn't care who is in the room. He wants true connection and someone who doesn't mess around with beating around the bush. Clifton arrives, and even the fellas notice his strong presence without even speaking. Clifton makes his production note in saying that he wants someone just like him, someone who can be loud, have fun, enjoy life, and share some laughs. Mingling is slightly interrupted because Tommy has arrived. Everyone is amped and ready to love. Tommy knows everybody's game and tells everyone that I see everybody talking and you're baby stepping, trying to get to know everyone, but it's like you're still waiting on everyone else to arrive so you can weigh your options. But this time, there are no more singles coming tonight. 7 men and 7 women. That's what we got. Each week, someone will go home with additional twists and turns. Get serious and meet everyone because tonight, 2 of you are going home. Fernando goes straight to the green dress. It definitely got his attention. She digs his approach, but feels like when they're talking, it's like an interview. Joy wants someone that can just get to know her naturally without any interview-like pressure. Keena and Wiley chat, but the age difference in her being older pushes her away. Wiley says to production that Keena seems very blunt, so blunt that there aren't good vibes, and her approach seems kind of cold. She just asked a few questions and then walked away. Sabrina likes Demetrius as their conversation seems laid back. He wants to go inside to have more privacy. We learned that he was married before about 3 years, but takes ownership for the split due to his infidelity. He wants to have connection, to learn more about himself. He even went to counseling to make sure that he doesn't go forward making the same mistakes. Sabrina went through the same process. She was married, divorced, and then went to counseling. Paul's attempt to be cool, telling everyone that they can call him P.O., doesn't really carry over well. He says it represents post office because he can deliver. But, okay. Some of the ladies even joke that where they come from, P.O. just stands for parole officer. Ace is drilled by Paul about her being married and divorced before. This starts to make her feel a little bit uncomfortable. He questions her. What if somebody else gets with her and then you leave quickly? Is that what men have to look forward to? It's really awkward and rude. Precious mentions to production that how this season is just weird. Several seasons before, they had several people to choose from, and now they're starting with a small amount this go round, and then 2 people will have to go home? How will this even work? Tori and Sabrina have a little interesting conversation about the story of Romeo and Juliet. Just like present day, parents may interject and say few things that may be good for them, but not necessarily for the person that they're advising. Tori takes a moment to be very transparent about him being raised by his grandparents and not having a good relationship with his mother. She only told him she loved him 4 or 5 years ago. His mother was in the military and she was never around. This made Tori over time unable to express emotion. Sabrina has similarities with family. She was raised by her aunt. She learned that she didn't have to have that traditional family sequence to be loved. Tori loves her energy and wants to get to know her more. Tommy now wants to chat with the ladies. Who is everyone digging so far? Several women agree. Demetrius, Clifton, and Wiley has caught their eyes and conversation. Who they're not digging, the name Fernando and P.O. Paul comes up. They talk about their disconnection and what's the deal, what's up with the nickname, and Fernando feels like he's interviewing people. Now it's time for everyone to join together because unfortunately it's time for eliminations. First to go, the women have decided that the person to go home is Fernando. Tommy thanks Fernando for deciding to go through the journey and wishes him well in the future. Fernando says that he's still ready to love, he just didn't find his connection there. Now there's one more elimination for a woman. More mixing and mingling before the announcement. Joy and Clifton chat, and Joy is completely engulfed. He's 6'4", and it's like he's a giant teddy bear. He wants to know what they're going to do on their first date. They share some good laughs, and Joy just really thinks that he's laid back, and his conversation is very chill. It's organic, and he feels the same way. Tori digs Tiffany. She's gorgeous, sweet, and has 2 sons. Her eldest son, though, doesn't want her to be hurt, so he's aware of everything that's going on. Tori notices that she's being very reserved and holding back a little. But we learn from Tiffany's note to production that she admits she's being a little guarded because of her sons, and maybe she doesn't want to go too quickly with everything. Laverne and Sabrina laugh about Gary, Indiana, and how Michael Jackson is the keynote to the city, but Precious stops that convo and interjects herself. There's a limited amount of time and she wants to talk to everybody. Laverne boasts about having his Laverne corner and how he can't help it if he's cool. People are just coming to his corner to talk. Sabrina knows about his weightlifting history and is interested in bikini competitions and loves his confidence. She makes a note to production that sometimes her big personality and confidence may intimidate a man, but he is taking the energy pretty well. Keena then walks into the Laverne corner and Laverne is now calling the area the Laverne Den. P.O. continues to brag to the ladies and even says that he's the main event while others continue to speed date per se. Clifton is excited to talk to Takia finally, alone. All night he'd never had a moment to sit with her, but then Keena sits down alongside of them. But Clifton is nice and updates her on the topic of their conversation, a 5-year plan. But it's obvious that Keena is just exhausted and really just needed somewhere to sit. Now it's time for Tommy to talk to the fellas. Everyone is exhausted and on edge. First, Tommy's list of questions. P.O., man, what does it mean? They laugh because initially the thought is parole officer. All jokes aside, they get to business. Who are they connecting with? As he talks to all the fellas, a lot of the names are reoccurring. Sabrina, Joy, Precious, and Takia. Who they're not digging, Keena, Tiffany, and Ace. The men wanted to make their decisions based upon who they're having good, deep conversations with, not just who they're attracted to. Now Tommy has the information needed for eliminations. It's time to close the day with one more person leaving. 2 ladies have at risk of going home, Tiffany and Keena. The person going home is Keena. She says her goodbyes and Keena agrees that maybe she didn't open up enough. Her chill demeanor probably gave off the vibe she didn't take the process seriously. Now Tommy lets them know that every week the power to eliminate shifts back and forth between the men and the women. Everyone knows the journey begins and it's time to get serious. And that is the end of the episode. And now it is time for your favorite part of the video. That's right, my review. First things first, you guys. We're still recuperating from the previous season. It just seemed like everything was just smushed together. We had that season just drawn and pulled out so much. It was like 50,000 episodes and we had 2 parts to reunion. It was like, what's really going on? And then all of a sudden they announce this new season in the DMV area. We remember them advertising for it, but it was just kind of like, man, like, I guess it's just this notion to production that they're really just trying to stay relevant when it comes to the show, because we had this pandemic and of course there were probably so many filming parameters that they had to keep and things that they had to do to keep candidates safe, and they didn't want to wait too long. So I get it, but the title of this show, this episode, is very ironic to this entire process. They're talking about quality over quantity, and I kind of feel like this needs to apply to the series. I understand that they're trying to stay relevant, but at the same time, you are giving us quantity over quality. It's like, slow down. And as I've said several times before, for those of you who are new to the channel, I've said that what's smart is if they just put them all in a mansion, let them all live together, okay? Put up cameras all around the house, kind of like a real world, kind of like feeling a Big Brother, whatever you want to have it, a room where they can talk to production anytime to make notes. They should be able to go out on dates and do what they want to do, because being around each other all the time is going to give you a sense of somebody's real personality. When you have these rushed moments of getting to know one another and this speed date-esque kind of environment, is it genuinely fair to say that that's giving you ample amount of time to get to know them? Because as they're doing this season, more people will be added. As he announced at the end, more people will be added, and as they add people, they will go on blind dates. So they're going to add some additions to this process. It's interesting, not quite there, close but no cigar. We'll see how it goes. I hope that they're listening to my suggestions, as I've suggested every season, to do that route, because then people can choose who they want to go on dates with. People can then choose and say, I want to go on a date with such and such today. I want to go on a such and such today. And then slowly they're voting off each other of who's not getting that many dates and people aren't connecting with. That would be hella entertaining. Okay? Hella entertaining. Make sure that if you hear anybody else saying that, I've been saying this for I don't know how many years. Hey, I mean, I've been saying it for a minute. You gotta give me my kudos. Okay, so let's get to this episode. Now, Keena says, she's the diva in the relationship and she's pulling the strings and all this other stuff. Her energy, of course, what she admitted at the end, like, dang, like maybe I'm coming off kind of, this way. You've heard that before, Keena. You've heard that you're really abrasive. You hear a few things about somebody and then you deuce out, you peace out. Like that really wasn't giving you an opportunity to get to know one another. Keena and Fernando's butt. Oh my goodness. When she said his butt is bigger than mine, that reminded me of a lot of women in the South where they just, they're like, man, the man's hips and butt is bigger than mine. I don't want that. In the country though, a man that got a big booty, that means that you can call him when you need some furniture moved. Baby, can you help me move this couch to the other side? I'm trying to move around some furniture. Can you come over here, Fernando? Yeah, I can come over there. Or you recommending to somebody else? Oh yeah, girl, call such and such. He can help me move some furniture. If you got them power in them thighs and your butt like that, you might be able to really kill it in the bedroom. So ladies, don't push away a man with a big booty. He can't help it that the booty is there. He can't help it that he want to dance because he got too much booty in the pants. Okay, so anywho, Keena, the harsh demeanor girl, I hope you see this and you realize that you coming off a little bit too strong. Let's talk about Tori and Sabrina. Now, as they were talking, I remember what Iyanla used to always say on Iyanla Fix My Life. She's just so right. You think viewing it, some people would say, oh, Tori and Sabrina, they're bonding. They have something in common. They both went through the same thing. But there's a little, I wouldn't necessarily call it a red flag, but I would take notice to it. In their bonding and their clicking over that, you're clicking over something that may have this hindrance to the way that you view relationships, right? I hear her say all the time, Iyanla, this relationship or this marriage didn't work because you had two broken people getting together. And when you have two broken people getting into a marriage or relationship, that dynamic is usually broken. You can't start off like that. It's amazing that they've said that they've made strides to recognize that behavior. But when they talked about children and when they talked about those fears and not really kind of going 100% in because they can't really express those feelings or have those, that's something to kind of be like, this is not something we should be bonding over. What's really important in a relationship or getting to know someone, you have to have that spark. I hate to say it. Well, I shouldn't say hate to say it, but it's true. You have to have that physical attraction. You have to have that energy connection. Don't start chilling and kicking it with each other because you both grew up the same way with family. That doesn't work. I mean, if you saw previous seasons before, you had Amber and Chris. I don't know if you remember them two. They were just like, oh, I grew up, you know what I'm saying, with this amount of brothers and we aren't close and we aren't that. It's like, don't start it off like that. My such and such died in a plane crash. Did yours die in a plane crash too? Oh, we're connected. We're a couple. No, that ain't gonna work. It's got to be some stuff happening in your mind and in your body with this connection with person. Don't click over certain things like that. Y'all have something in common. Y'all might be good friends. I don't know about that. Keep your eye out for that. I'm a little concerned about that. Now, P.O. Paul. Look here. The fact that he's still there is I was surprised that P.O. Paul didn't go home. I was very surprised. But I don't know. Paul has this confidence, y'all. And with a man with confidence like that, he know he got something special. Y'all know what I'm talking about because he was like, "Oh, yeah, I deliver." And what you delivering? What package are you delivering? Is it the R. Kelly package? Is it the package? Get on the line. Package. Get on the line. Is it that package? Or is the package where you know that you are just literally tearing down walls, okay, and having the cops come knocking? He got something. And he has so much confidence in knowing that he drilling people so hard. Like he really don't even care if he eliminated because he got that other leg. I really think that's what it is. He's just he kind of scaring me. I not in a bad way, but it's just like, okay, what do you have to offer? Like, clearly it's his attitude. He has attitude, and he has clearly a cockiness to handle it. I really do. But he's just, his demeanor and talking to people like they ain't nothing. He know he got something else. You know, he got some additional talents. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it right there. Yeah. So Fernando's energy and confidence, I'm kind of sad that they let him go. And then he was interviewing people. Fernando, my friend, you don't do that again, okay? The fact that he said his ex was so disrespectful, and that she would have other men over there, and the fact that she went to a swingers event and then didn't even tell him about it. Is this Cornelius's cousin? Because he seems like, unfortunately, such a pushover. He seems like he's a good guy, but he just is something there that's not allowing him to be great. You know, they say that he's sweet, he's nice to talk to, but it's just something that's missing, that confidence, the way he's talking to people. That just really sucks. Because he seems like he's probably just good husband material. But if a woman doesn't feel like, you know, if they feel like you got a spaghetti noodle for a spine, people see right through that. The people see right through that, and yeah, they don't want it. So they voted you off. Bye, player. Hopefully, you know, you'll keep us posted on everything. Yeah, because I'm concerned with that. Laverne. Oh my gosh. I don't understand how the ladies was really, he seems very annoying. I don't know how the ladies was just like, oh, you know, he's nice. And Sabrina talking to him, like, oh, I'm going to do a bikini thing, you know, weightlifting. And that seems exciting. He's like, I got my Laverne corner and I can't help it. People are coming to me. That made my eye twitch a little bit. Like, what? Like, oh, and then he called it the den. Then he called it the Laverne den. Oh, I can't help it that I'm cool and the women are coming over here. They better than me, because if I notice that from afar and I'm watching you and you sitting in this corner and you just letting the ladies come to you, you're not even really trying to get up and go to the ladies. Boo! Get off the stage. Don't like it. You seem like you're really a jerk. And he just exudes that. He just, y'all didn't notice that? Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, yeah. Come on. Go and sit down. I got my corner over here. No, get up. Get up. Come talk to everybody. Okay? Stop it. Stop the madness. Sabrina, she seemed pretty cool. She seemed like if I knew her and we was kicking it, we would hang out and we would talk. She had good conversation. Be like one of my homies. Oh, girl, Sabrina, see if she want to go, girl. See if she want to go to brunch with us. But I'm really hoping that she's not playing this like to win. Or is she really for real? Because it seems like she's behaving the same way with everybody. Maybe that's just her personality, but it seems like she's saying the right things to each person. Oh, she's saying the right things to Tori. She's saying the right things to Laverne. It's kind of like, I don't know. I just really hope she's trying to find a true connection and she's not just playing a game and having fun on TV. But she seemed really cool. Demetrius, look, y'all, he has not turned in his player's card at all. The fact that he said, oh, I'm ready to date and I'm ready to da-da-da-da, and I was married. You know, he got the game. He got the game. You know, he's very open and says, you know, I was married and, you know, we got a divorce and it's my fault, you know, the infidelity, which is cool, which is cool. But I get the military, you traveling and you doing all of that. Now that you're retired, you got time to mingle and then you got me. You're not ready, dude. You're so not ready. You just need to be kicking it because you haven't had enough time to really date and chill with a lot of people. And now I'm supposed to believe that you got out of this committed relationships, which you weren't monogamous. You didn't have a good success rate. And now you trying to jump into something. No, you still ready to kick it. Just kick it. That's my advice to you. I'm writing a prescription. Escape. Just kick it. Take your prescription. Download GoodRx to get a discount on that. You just need to kick it. You're not ready for love. You ready to date. You ready to... I've been saying this forever. The title of the show needs to be changed from Ready to Love to Ready to Date. Why are they trying to force people to be in relationships and I don't even know you? For those of you who are new to this channel, I've been saying it forever. I don't know you. What I know about you is this allotted time on this set to speed date you and get to know you in this surface level stuff. I don't know you. So now I have to make it public on national television that, oh, we're going to date and we're in a serious relationship. Like, no, just... Okay, so anywho, the layout of this show, I've been saying it is flawed. They just need to listen to me, make it what it is, put them all in the mansion and call it a day. You'll save a lot of money. You don't have to go to all of these different places. You could just be cool, and when they leave the house, they going on dates, and that's it. And they got a van or a bus or something or a nice car, and y'all just going whatever. That would be entertaining, because we get to see who clean. We get to see who when they get lax, who talk to people like they trash and all this other stuff. And just because of your actions and because of your personality and you showing your true colors, that's how you get eliminated, because now I'm seeing the real you. Anywho, let me know what you thought about this first episode. I'm so ready. Next week, I'm really going to try to do a live stream with this. So look out for those announcements. Make sure to check out new shows and the new show lineup. I will put that link at the end of what's coming to the channel. There's so many things that are coming to this channel, and I have a new layout. Make sure to check out the Tragedy of Macbeth, the non-spoiler movie review. Make sure to check out all that. This is a very diversified platform, and I want to create this family-friendly area where we talk about movies and television shows and reviews and all of this new stuff. So check that out. Check out the lineup for 2022 and what's coming, the shows that are coming, and all of the information in the video. Leave your comment. In the meantime, in between time, remember to get some rest, okay? Take care of yourself and each other. Who do you think is going home next week? Or who do you think is going home next? I really think that Ace and, I don't know. And maybe Wiley. I don't know. They give away too much in the previews. I'm done. Let me know what you think. In the meantime, between time, take care of yourself and each other. Until next time, bye.